want you to subscribe to our new site. We are going to be having lots and lots of new videos every day. I want your comments. Please rate my videos. Hi everybody, welcome back to Tips for You. Hi everybody, it's Linda. Welcome back to Tips for You. Hi everybody, it's Linda. Welcome back to Tips for You. Hi everybody, it's Linda. Welcome back to Tips for You. Hi everybody, it's Linda. Welcome back to Tips for You. Hi everybody, it's Linda. Welcome back to Tips for You. Well, today is a very special day for me. Today is my 10-year anniversary here on YouTube. I have been on YouTube since November 10th, 2008. That's the day I created my channel, Tips for You. And it was created to share lots of helpful tips to help you lead a better quality life. Things that I have practiced and learned through the years that I wanted to share with others, to help others, and that they could learn from the things that I've experienced. And I'm going to continue to do that into the future. And I wanted to thank all of you so much for allowing me into your lives, to share your time with me. I know there is so much content out there for you to watch, and you give me some of your time every time I upload a video, and I'm very grateful. And I especially want to thank my subscribers. Many of you have been with me from the very beginning, and I so love hearing from you. And whenever you tell me I've been with you for 10 years, or you were one of the first people that I've ever subscribed to, and I just love you, I can't even tell you how much that warms my heart, how much that means to me. I've learned so much from all of you as well. So I thought a fun way to celebrate my 10 years on YouTube would be to share with you 10 things that I have learned over the last 10 years. And these are not things that I've only learned on YouTube. These are things I've learned in life. And I want to share them with you. And I hope you'll comment below and let me know some things that you've learned over the last 10 years, or if any of the things that I've learned resonate with you, please comment on that. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so let's get right into it. I made a list here, and I'm going to go through them and share with you. They're not in any particular order. These are just, insightful things that I've learned dealing with people and just living life and raising kids and working and being entrepreneurial. So I hope you enjoy them. Okay, so my first one is don't be afraid to take a chance, because it just might work out. There's so many things in life that we say we want to do, and we just never do them because we're afraid to, or we don't want to put the effort in, or we just don't think it's going to be worth it, or we're not sure. And I really think that if there's something that you want to do and you have a real passion for something or an idea, I say go for it, because it just might work out. I started a YouTube channel. I got some encouragement from my son, and it was kind of something that I thought about. I wanted to do something in my life to share and help others. I didn't know it was going to be YouTube. I actually always thought it was going to be writing a book, and I still do want to write a book, and I'm going to someday. I'm definitely going to do that, and it just has to be the right timing, and then I will get into it. I've had many ideas floating around, and I'm not quite sure yet which one I'm going to grab, but I just want to tell you, I'm not saying make a haphazard decision to just sort of, put something on the line, your money, your finances, your education. I'm saying make an educated decision, look into something, think about it, if it's an investment type thing, or it's going to take, a lot of time, and then just go for it. Be educated, know what to expect, and give it a try. And, it just might work out. And my second one is that you're only as old as you think and feel. You really are. I mean, beauty is ageless. And I really think that how you feel and how you live your life and continuing to learn and experience keeps you young. And if you feel young and you embrace life, you look young, you act young, and people perceive you as being young, younger than you are. People never figure out my age. I'll have to be honest. And I think you have to take care of yourself as well. I think you have to have an eye on caring for your body and your health and your skin and things like that. And I share all that on my channel with you. But those are the outward things. Then there's the mental attitude. It's how you see the world. It's the fact that you still want to learn new things and embrace new challenges, that you never get tired of learning, and that you stay active, and that you exercise. And I think that makes a big difference in staying young and feeling young. So don't be preoccupied by the number every time you have a birthday. Forget about that. I don't even look at that. You don't have to think twice about my age when people ask me what it is, because I really don't think about it. And I don't think you should either. Don't focus on it, you know. Stay inspired, stay active, and don't look at the numbers. Don't look at the clock. Don't look at your age. Just stay the same person you've always been. Whatever you've always enjoyed, do it. Keep doing it, okay? And live your life and have fun. Now, the next one I want to share with you is for those of you who've suffered sadness due to a breakup or a loss because a relationship didn't work out for you. And I just want you to remember something. Remember that the depth of your sadness is a measurement of the depth of your love. If you truly loved someone and you really gave 100% of your heart to someone and things didn't work out and you broke up, then you are going to feel deep, deep sadness and pain, because that's how deep the relationship was. That's evidence to you of how deep you can love someone and how much you have to give, and your passion that you hold inside. And be good to yourself and be kind to yourself. And just know that time heals and that you will, you know, get better with each day. Spend time with those that are close to you and that love you and support you. That really helps. And then know that someone will come along when you're ready, and you'll be able to take those things with you that, you know, you learned from the other relationship, or things about yourself that you know are important to you, and they'll enrich the new relationship. But, you know, don't ever think that, you know, life is over and it all disappeared with that person. It hasn't, it won't. Brighter days are ahead and sunnier skies are coming. Okay, you just have to get through the deep sadness and the pain, and it's normal, and you'll never regret having those relationships, because they're all learning experiences, and they will make you who you are today. They will. They are part of your history, and you will learn from them. And the fourth thing I learned was that people can really change. They can. They only will change, though, if they want to change. You can't make them change, but you can influence the change. You can help them by being supportive and by never giving up and always staying on them about what you know to be or feel to be better for them. You know, if you care about someone and someone knows it, that you care about them, your opinion and the things you say really do have a lot of weight. And it may not seem that way, but you're planting seeds every time you share something, and you just might make a difference and give them the strength that they need to move forward and to make a difficult change. And you know, sometimes even if a change, like you view the change as something that's really helpful for them, for their health or whatever, they just are afraid, and they may not see it that way until they're ready. And no one knows better than a parent that people don't always listen, right, when you give advice. And sometimes they have to learn the hard way. But, you know, don't undervalue the ability that you have to help that person that needs to make a change. Someone very close to me made a big change, and it wasn't easy. And I am so proud that they did. if you're looking to make a change, make a list of, yeses and nos. I think your yeses will win out. And then take a first step and try. If you fall backward, it's okay. You pick yourself up and you try again, because the path of change is sometimes one step forward and 2 steps back. It really is. And then one day, you just keep going and you just got the hang of it. Like that story I told you when I learned to ride a bicycle in one of the videos that I did. So keep that in mind, okay? And don't give up on someone if they need your help. And number 5 is I learned that new things that you buy are not always better than the old things that you had. And this is a very disappointing thing for me, and I've gone through this now for quite a while. It ranges from sneakers to appliances, electronics. It seems to me that people are making things that are just disposable now. They don't seem to last the test of time and wear, and it can be frustrating. I mean, recently, a pair of sneakers that I've worn for years and years, I'm wearing them for like 2 weeks maybe to walk, and I see they're already worn out. So I don't know what's going on. I think possibly it's trying to save money and costs, or, who knows what it is. I've gone through 3 wash machines in like 6 years. It's very frustrating when things break, because the cost to get a repair person to come and fix something often costs more than if you were to buy a new one. So now I've gotten smarter, and I basically will think twice before I will get rid of something in my home or upgrade something, because I just want to make sure it's in fact better than what I've already been using or have, and sometimes it just isn't. So I've kind of learned the hard way on that one, and maybe you have too. I know several women did post in my perfume haul that a favorite perfume of theirs that they had worn for years, they had to stop wearing. They didn't like it anymore. The company changed the formulation, who knows why, and it was very disappointing, and I know. And one lady said it really feels like a betrayal, and I know exactly how that feels, because if you're sticking with a brand and you just love that brand, and then all of a sudden one day it's like, wait a minute, what did you do? And you feel like you've lost a good friend. I've had that experience, so I can totally understand it, and I learned it. So now I think twice about getting rid of anything that I have before I buy new. Number 6, this is a really good one, and I want to impart it to you because it can make a difference in your life. And I learned that the body is always in a state of change. It is always changing. And so remember that, because you may look at yourself and you may look in the mirror and you may think you look the same, and you may change your hair style or color or whatever. I'm talking about like inside, your cells and your bones, and just like what you're composed of is always changing and renewing. So even if your doctor tells you you have something, don't always assume that it's for forever, that you'll always be like that, because it's not the case. And I've seen firsthand that the body can renew itself. You can make new neural pathways. You can regenerate your blood. You can grow your bone mass. You can, get more muscle mass. You can get fit. You can, lower your blood pressure, and you can do so many things. And you have such an influence over yourself, and your body is always healing. So I want you to know that you can make changes that you need to make, and you will get results, so that you won't have to be a certain way always. You can come out of things like a depression or an anxiety disorder, or you gain 20 pounds and you think, oh my gosh, I'll never lose it. You can. You have control over more than you think. So don't lose hope. Keep the faith. If you're suffering from anything, or you have any kind of an illness, just know that it is possible, that it is possible for you to heal and for you to be whole again. And don't give up and keep at it. And you'll find a way and you'll find a solution, okay? And number 7, I want you to know that there is truth in positive self-talk, positive thinking, and positive reinforcement. It really does work. The dialogue that you have with yourself, that you say to yourself, matters. If you speak positively to yourself, if that little voice in your head can change from negative to positive, and you can practice positive affirmations and reinforce positive thinking and positive behavior, you can change your life. It's not easy. You have to make a concerted effort. You have to do things that will bring about positivity in your life. Seek it. Watch videos. Read books. Write it down. Paste it where you can see it. The way to make a positive affirmation is to keep it in the present tense and to have an acknowledgement with it. So, as an example, I just bought myself a brand new pair of running sneakers. So that's your positive acknowledgement. And now your affirmation is going to be, I can run the 5K. Something like that. So you have something positive that you've acknowledged that you've done towards your goal, and then you say to yourself that you can do it, and it can change your life. You can change your outlook, and it's funny too, because once you change your outlook and you start thinking positively, it's like the law of attraction. You start attracting positive things to happen to you. Positive events, positive things at work, positive things with school. All of a sudden you're having success because you're looking for success. You're not looking for the negative. You're open and receptive to positivity. It works. It really does. I have seen it, and it's something that I have learned and continue to cultivate. And I work with, people in life coaching, and it has changed their lives. And I'm very proud of them, and very proud, because I know the effort that it takes. It really does. But you only have so much wonderful stuff to gain from it. A wonderful life out there for you. Okay? Okay, and number 8 is, don't ever carpet your basement floor. Ever. I've learned the hard way. I have had 3 problem situations with water in my basement, and each time the carpet's gotten saturated. The first time I tried to salvage the carpet, I got my shop vac and I vacuumed all the water out, and I had the dehumidifiers all going, and I managed to save it. That was like probably about a month after I got the new carpet, and I thought I was in the clear. Along comes a hurricane, 10 inches of rain, and apparently my gutters are dumping too close to my house, so all that rain goes under my house and comes in up through the foundation in like the corners of my basement, and it gets into my carpet. And I thought, oh my goodness, here we go again. So I had to rip certain parts out, clean it. You have to disinfect everything. You have to be so quick too, because mold grows very fast. And then, putting it all back again, and it's a huge amount of work and expense. Then we have the 3rd time, a pipe breaks. It gets a hole in it, water running out of the ceiling, all over the carpet. Had to rip it out again. I mean, I just think carpets just do not belong in the basement. First of all, even if you don't get water in your basement, the fact is, because it's a cement underground, vapor, water vapor and moisture comes up through the cement. Cement expands and contracts and holds moisture. So you're still going to have that coming up into your carpet or your flooring, whatever you put on. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But it's still going to get in there. It's still over time going to grow mold. Even if you run a dehumidifier down there, it doesn't matter. I still smell the little musty smell, even when I never had any moisture or water down there. And then if you have, you have pipes in the basement, you have so many reasons. Oh, and I had a sliding glass door leak. Water came in under it. that got into the carpet, and then it soaked into furniture. I mean, it's just been nothing but problems. And I have such a sensitive nose to mold that I can smell immediately when things get musty, and I've just decided that's it. So I did a little research. I'll share it with you. I've discovered that the best flooring for basements is ceramic tile or porcelain tile, but it's tile, a tile floor. And that's because, you know, you can put it on cement. It is waterproof. You can butt the tiles up against each other real close so you don't have to worry about grout lines, getting dirt in them or whatever, but you won't ever have to worry about flooding. And you can put it, I'm going to put an area rug, and that way I have a little warmth in there, and if ever it gets wet, I roll it up and throw it out. So I don't have to worry anymore about ripping out carpet and carpet pad, and it's just the mold and the problems, and it's just too much. And as far as those floating floors go, like the pergo type things and even those waterproof ones, you're still putting something on top of cement that does give off moisture. So you're trapping that moisture between the flooring and the cement floor. And even when they put in those pergo type floors down there, they'll put a layer of plastic. So what do you think? They're trapping the moisture below the plastic. So you're still over time going to get the growth of mold under there. So if you don't want a mold situation, then you just have to leave your basement floor bare. Or I think the other option is ceramic tile. And painting, not an option for me because I looked into it and it wears away and it wears out, and you know, I don't really want to be dealing with that either. So anyway, that's why I'm suggesting, from, you know, learning from my problems and my experience. I have a pretty dry basement, but no basement is ever foolproof. Just don't put carpet down there. And number 9 is, I've learned that emotions can be like the weather. They're always changing. And sometimes a big storm can blow in and you just have to ride it out. And if you're real sad or you're depressed or it seems so dismal and life just doesn't seem the same anymore, or you don't seem the same anymore or feel the same anymore, well, you know, I think that the best thing to do, and I've learned this, you know, with perimenopause and menopause and emotions and hormones, I think the best thing to do is just accept it. Accept that you feel this way. Accept what's going on with you. Realize it's not going to be forever because it changes like the weather. Just hold on, you know, blow with the wind, ride the waves, because brighter skies are coming. The darker days will end. And you just have to keep the faith and keep focused on that, because sometimes it can be really hard. I found that with menopause symptoms, it can be really hard, and you just have to know, knowledge is power. If you haven't watched that menopause, perimenopause video that I did, please do, because it says so much about what we as women go through with our hormones. We are all driven. I mean, I think our hormones control everything about us. Heart and brain and adrenal glands and thyroid and sleep, and it's just everything. And when you realize that from, you know, the tender age of 12 or 13 where puberty hits, you know, for the rest of your life after that, you are literally being controlled by hormones, and they affect your decisions and how you feel. And you just have to accept, you know, that there is a higher thing that is controlling you, and that is that you are put on this earth for procreation, you know, and so you have cycles and hormones and things are all geared towards that, and it's not an easy thing. And many people have it very hard, and others not so much at all, pretty easy. So everyone is different, but just accept that it happens. It's part of life. Everyone goes through it, okay? No one is exempt from moodiness or sadness or depression, or so just know, okay, that emotions can be like the weather. Number 10, never compare your behind the scenes to someone's highlight reel. That is a message to you basically about social media. It is so easy for all of us now to see what everyone else is doing. This wasn't something that was going on when I was growing up or even in a lot of my adult years, okay? We didn't have Facebook or YouTube or, Instagram or any of these things where we are constantly aware of how other people are living, looking, getting married, not getting married, going on fantastic trips, having children, you name it. You name it, but they're putting up the best parts of their lives. They're sharing the happy moments. Everybody has unhappy moments. Everybody has dark moments. Everybody has trials and tribulations. You're just not seeing that. But what you are doing is you're comparing yourself when you're feeling down to what they're doing when they're feeling happy and on top of the world. And it's just not fair to you. So don't let social media make you feel bad about yourself, because you're wonderful and you're living a life exactly like they are living a life. And if you want to travel, or if there's anything that you want that they have or showing, you can do it, okay? All you have to do is want to do it, and it'll be possible. Okay, so that was 10, but I had to add one for good measure, one for good luck, right? Like you do when you have a birthday cake, you have an extra candle for good luck. So I want to add one for good luck, and that is that I've learned the importance of sleep. It truly heals in every aspect of your life, in your physical beauty, your hair, your skin, your nails, your internal self, your mind, everything can be helped by sleep. You don't realize how important it is until you have a child and you are grasping for moments of rest. And then you sort of forget about it. Your children grow. And again, it hits you when you are in your menopausal years and you just cannot sleep. And if you don't get sleep, you are exhausted, your body chemistry gets thrown off, your hormones get thrown off. We already know that if we don't get enough sleep, we eat more. We have a tendency to gain weight. People who don't get enough rest can be susceptible to high blood pressure and all kinds of, ailments that can go on. So we know it has a major effect on the body. It's so important to renew and rejuvenate. I think in our society is obsessed with cramming every last little thing into every single moment of life, that we are becoming a very stressed out society. And you can see the rise in meditation and using calming techniques, because a lot of people are having problems where they just can't turn their minds off. They can't relax. They can't calm down. Things are moving too fast. And it's important to try to get deep, deep rest, deep sleep. Turn off that computer at night. That blue light, they're writing a lot about this right now. The blue light that's emitted from cell phones and computers, it does have an effect on the brain. It suppresses your melatonin. It doesn't allow you to make the sleep chemical so that you can relax and go to sleep. Turn your cell phone off. Don't look at it. Okay? Get those UV glasses that I recommend. I'll link them below. And you can block the blue light if for some reason you have to look at something at night. That's what I do. Like I've told you before, I get creative at night, so sometimes I need to do that. And I always pay a price for it. Sometimes I can't sleep for hours after I've been on my computer or my cell phone especially. So don't underestimate the power of sleep. And I respect it. I really do. I cherish it, and I try to make sure that I get as much good rest as I can. It will keep you young. It will keep you young. It will keep those wrinkles away. There is something about that phrase, I need my beauty rest. It really is that. That is really true. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the 10 things that I learned over the last 10 years. And before I go, I just want to thank you one more time from the bottom of my heart for watching my channel and commenting on my videos and giving me thumbs ups, and I just appreciate it all. I really do. I've learned so much from all of you. I'm continuing to learn and grow my channel. I have a lot more to share with you coming up. I'm always interested in, you know, all kinds of things, and I've always got your best interests in mind. I think you know that by now. So if you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I hope you'll subscribe because I think you'll really love my content. I share all kinds of interesting and helpful tips to help motivate you and inspire you to live a better quality life. And please also visit me at my blog spot because I do writing there. And I'm also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, so we can stay connected there as well. Okay, well, happy anniversary to me and to you guys for being with me for 10 wonderful years. Bye-bye now.